Well, Gernika was founded in 1366 by Don Tello, and so it has quite a long history. But if you ask anybody what they know about it, they immediately think of the destruction of it in 1937 by Italian and German planes working on behalf of the rebel military run by Franco and Mola at the time. So what we were interested in, this town with a huge history, and all anyone really seems to know about it outside Gernika is its destruction. And one of the questions we had, well, and then what? What happened after it was destroyed? How was it rebuilt? Because Gernika exists today. So what happened in between the destruction and the Gernika that we see today? Well, within Gernika, we decided to focus on the Foru Plaza, the Plaza de los Fueros, the town hall square. And town hall squares are very important in Spanish urban design, and they have been so for a very long time. And the Franco regime had this very clear idea of the new Spain that it wanted to build. It was a new Spain based on the vision of Spain of the empire, Philip II and these grandiose palaces made out of granite, stone, forged iron. And this was the ideal of the Franco regime in terms of the material, the visualization of their idea of Spain. I think what was very interesting with the square is that it reveals this tension and the intention, in a sense, of the Reconstruction between this rhetoric of, again, the new Spain, and yet wanting to kowtow to tradition and being seen to having this kind of direct lineage from the Spain of Philip II and Charles V. And so there's this balancing act in terms of styles and in terms of what exactly is referenced in the architecture itself. By using granite and forged iron, by using these round balls, kind of decorative details, they're referencing the Spain of Philip II. And yet by using the soportales, these kind of causeways, covered causeways, and also by using the local stones and the local architect, they're also referencing Basque architectural details. In a sense, the reconstruction of Gernika was a destruction in that it edited out a lot of what could have been built by Basques without having had this sort of regimented idea. It was a form of destruction just because it implanted this vision of Spain that the regime had, and it erased a lot of Basqueness out of the place, in the sense that, for example, on the cemetery stones, on tombstones, there's an order that all Basque inscriptions on these tombstones be erased. So a lot of Basque dimensions were erased from the urban landscape and implanted instead this idea of this glorious and memorial Spain. So on the town hall square today, the town hall is still the same, but the other two buildings have changed their function. One of now is Culturechea, the House of Culture, and the other one, very revealingly and symbolically, is the Gernika Peace Museum. But this square today is kind of very official. You have demonstrations against local politics happening, and all kinds of manifestations against the town hall, against their policies occur there. You have dances, you have celebrations, but there are lots of other squares. There's the market square and there's the Paseleku. There's lots of other squares in Gernika today, which, as it has become more multivocal in its symbolism and in its memories, it's also become more multiple in terms of the various centers there are in the town itself.